And I was really struggling with not having the money for that second deal. Hey YouTube, it's Patrick J. Hilaire here, your teacher, real estate investor, and real estate coach. Today we'll be talking about using social media to raise capital for your deals. Now, if you think you're gonna save your way to real estate wealth, I have a quick story for you. After I did my first deal, it basically took me about 5 years to just save that money. I was investing in the stock market, putting money away, saving every dollar I could, and eventually did that first deal. I used all my life savings for that first deal. To get into the second one, I had the issue because I had no more capital. Life happened, I had other bills that came up, I had to repair the car, and I was really struggling with not having the money for that second deal. I couldn't save the money because life was adding up and there are always expenses that come up. Running out of capital for that second deal almost made me want to give up. I was already a teacher, so I was making good money, still couldn't save enough for that second down payment. I was still living at home and I was house hacking essentially. Again, still couldn't save enough money to do that second deal and really feeling hopeless. And what I needed to figure out was, okay, how do I do that second deal using none of my own money? And I was basically forced to learn how to raise capital. So a quick reminder to like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I'll be showing you exactly what I do on a daily basis and with my clients to help you do these deals using none of your own money. So the first rule that I use on a daily basis when it comes to raising capital and leveraging social media is that you need to be posting consistently. Information is all over your social media, the internet, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is. However, if you're not using this tool, trying to leverage your social media, you will quickly become a nobody. And that means you're not gonna have those people coming to you to offer you some money for your deals. Your friends and family aren't gonna trust you in the sense that, again, don't wanna give you money for your deals, and you're gonna get back to a place where you're trying to save money and build that real estate wealth, which is basically impossible because you need the help of other people's money. So if you're not posting consistently on social media, other people are not gonna know what you do. They're not gonna make that connection that you're a professional real estate investor. And of course, they're not gonna be able to trust you because they're not seeing you on a daily basis doing what's necessary to get those deals done. Now, the second tip of leveraging social media and the internet when it comes to raising capital, you need to build off of that trust that you've established on social media. That doesn't mean you're just giving out content and educating your followers in hopes that these people will actually trust you with your money, but instead you need to get on a Zoom call or a phone call with them, or at least physically meet these people. The reason for that is instead of just giving out the content, now you're gonna jump on a more personalized call where you actually spend time getting to know this prospect. How much money do they actually want to invest? How much are they comfortable with investing with you? And what are their goals? Because at the end of the day, yes, you wanna get the deal done and use other people's money for your deals. However, for these other people to give you that money, you need to incentivize it and make it so that what are they getting out of it? You're actually offering value. You are the opportunity, but for someone to understand that, they need to sit down with you and you need to build that trust by first focusing on what you can give to them. Now, the third tip that we can offer you is you need to hire an assistant or a social media manager. As a real estate investor, you want to focus on those high value skills that are worth your time. As a real estate investor, you want to focus on these actions and these tasks that are basically $1,000 per hour. So what is that? That's closing deals and raising capital. As you delegate your social media to the social media manager and to this assistant, now you can focus on getting on those calls, actually getting to know the prospect instead of having to sit there and create reels, which is fine in the beginning. However, the moment you can afford to do it, I would say that get that assistant, start focusing on just raising that money. If you sit down with the prospect for 30 minutes to an hour and you can close $10,000, $30,000, $20,000, well, that's gonna be better than you sitting at home making those reels. So if you're serious about becoming a professional real estate investor and learning how to do these deals using none of your own money, make sure that you hit the Calendly link below, and I'd love to sit down with you and help you implement and keep you accountable to using these techniques so that you can do deals past the first one and not have to waste 10, 20 years trying to save money in a real estate market that honestly, you probably have no chance saving money to get that deal done. So guys, I remember a time where I was first starting to raise capital and honestly I had no idea what I was doing. I got on that call, was super nervous. I wasted maybe 30 minutes just trying to prepare myself and hype myself up. The moment I got on the call, prospects started asking questions. I had really no answers. When I was first raising capital, I was at home, I'm about to jump on a phone call. I just finished lunch, it's a beautiful day out. I'm pretty nervous. I wouldn't really want to admit at the time, but my heart was basically racing. Let's just try and raise this capital. I had no frameworks, no systems. I was just thinking that I could pick up the phone and convince this guy to give me some money for my real estate deals. Get on the phone call, get to know him a little bit. He starts asking questions about real estate, and honestly, I had nothing prepared. I didn't know the answers. I'm umming and hawing the whole time. And the prospect basically says that, hey, like he doesn't think this is gonna work out. At this point, he doesn't even believe in real estate anymore. I'm feeling like crap. He hangs up and I'm sitting there like I have 7 days to find this money or else I can't close on the deal. Now, this real estate investor never invested with me ever again. Even now that I'm putting a bunch of content out, working on building trust, this person doesn't even call me back or even respond to message anymore. So I completely destroyed that lead just because I wasn't prepared. I didn't have any frameworks or even someone to guide me through this process. What I'd like to help you guys out with is not only give you the frameworks, because you can honestly find that all online, but to give you the implementation and the accountability so that you can actually make the steps to not kill those leads and not ruin your chances to get into real estate for that long-term wealth. So instead of just giving you the info, I'd love to even sit down and look at your calls and even maybe jump on some of your calls with you, because that's what my coach has helped me do. They've given me frameworks, they've given me the guides to how to implement these techniques, and then also the accountability of watching over my sales calls, my money raising calls, to really nitpick. Okay, am I using the right terminology? Am I mirroring my prospect? Am I able to show the prospect that I'm in abundance, that I have these other investors and I'm not so desperate to just try and get their money, which now that I look back at it, I probably was sounding super desperate on the phone, just trying to get a couple $1,000s from this real estate investor. If you want essentially help to improve your money raising skills, let me know. I'd love to break down some of your calls with you and show you exactly what to do to raise that money. To recap this video, a couple tips that you can use to raise capital using social media is you gotta post consistently, you gotta build trust by getting that lead from your post into a call just to get to know them, get to know their situation. And then finally, you need to start delegating some of the work to an assistant or a social media manager so you can focus on those high ticket, high value tasks, which is gonna be to raise capital. If you're serious about becoming a real estate investor and treating this as a profession, you need to go pro. So that means all the professional athletes, they all have coaches that help them with implementation and keep them accountable. So if that sounds someone like you, make sure you hit the calendar link below. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.